Hello! Now, workflows or agents? That's the question everyone's asking, and honestly, most people are getting it wrong. Today, I'll fix that. My name is Tanya. This is ABCs of Gen AI, so let's go. Alright, so here's the thing. Which AI system should you actually use? Well, it depends on three big questions. First, how complex is your task? Is it something simple, like summarize the article, or something more complex, like help me plan an entire vacation? Second, does your system need to adapt? Does it need to remember things or change based on what's happening in real time? And third, what are your operational requirements? Do you need this thing to be predictable, or you can tolerate unpredictability? Answer those three questions and you'll know exactly which system to build. We'll delve into three main approaches: single LLM features, structured workflows, and autonomous agents. Let's start with single LLM features, the simplest AI design. So, what does this actually mean? You give it some input to the LLM and it gives you some output. And that's it. No memory of what happened before, no complicated multi-step reasoning. Just input goes in and output goes out. It's best for simple, well-defined one-shot tasks like text summarization or sentiment classification. And as you can see, so you have the article here, and you'll send this article to Claude in this case, and then you get a response. But don't forget the content. So he just wants to know what to do. So you just say, summarize this in one sentence, and then you'll get to the output. In this case, will be like 2 lines. AI is revolutionizing healthcare, so. And I just want you to notice that there's no memory between calls, no multi-step reasoning, just input, send to an LLM, get an output. So it's simple, fast, and directly to the point. On the plus side, it is super fast to build. You get the same output every time for the same input, and it's cheap to run. But the downside is it can't adapt. It can't remember anything, as I said. So each request is brand new, as if you're talking to it for the very first time. Next, let's explore structured workflows for more complex but predictable tasks. So now, let's level up. Structured workflows are basically when you chain things together. Step 1 happens, then step 2, then step 3. You write the code that says exactly what happens and in what order. So it's deterministic, meaning you know exactly what's going to happen every single time. No surprises. So when do you actually want this? When you've got repetitive tasks that need to happen the same way every time. Think about processing insurance claims. Scan the documents, extract the data, validate it, and store it. Same steps, same order, every single time. Or maybe you're generating 100 reports overnight. You need it consistent. You need to trace what happens, and you need to prove it for compliance. That's when workflows shine. The good news, workflows are rock solid. You know exactly what's going to happen, they work the same way every time, and they are cheap to run at scale. The bad news, they are rigid, like really rigid. If something new comes up that you didn't plan for, you're stuck. You have to go back, write new code, and handle that new edge case. And now here's where things get really interesting. Autonomous agents. These are the big guns. They're built to tackle the messy, complicated stuff that doesn't have a clear playbook. They adapt on the fly and solve problems you don't even know that you had. So what does this actually mean? Think of an autonomous agent like a really smart assistant that can figure things out as it goes. It makes a plan, tries something, sees what happens, then adjusts. It's got a whole toolbox at its disposal, and it picks the right tool for the job. But if the first approach doesn't work, well, no problema. It pivots, tries something else, learns from what just happened, and keeps going. When do you want agents? When you don't know the answer up front. Complex stuff where there's no clear path from A to B, like researching a topic across dozens of sources, or handling customer support where every conversation is different. That's agent territory. The upside, they adapt to anything and basically run themselves. The downside, you never quite know what they'll do. They are complicated to build and they'll cost you more to run. Now, how do you actually decide which one to use? Let me give you 3 simple rules that will save you a ton of time and a lot of headaches. Choose wisely. Rule number 1, start simple. Seriously, don't overthink it. If you've got a basic task, like you can translate this, summarize that, edit my report, something like that, just use a single LLM. Don't build some fancy system when a simple input or output will do the job. So start simple. Now, rule number 2, use workflows when you absolutely need things to happen the same way every time. When compliance matters, when you need an audit trail, when efficiency is everything, that's workflow territory. Rule number 3, agents are not your default choice. I know they are trendy, a lot of agentic buzz, but you should only deploy them when you actually need that adaptability. When the problem is messy, when there is no clear solution path, when you need real reasoning, then and only then bring out the agents. So here's what it all comes down to. You've got 3 choices. You have the single LLM, workflow, and agents. Just start simple. So use single LLMs for the atomic problems. Use workflows when you need the rock-solid predictability. And agents only when you truly need that adaptability, when the problem is genuinely complex and messy. So the bottom line is the most complex solution is almost never the best solution. So pick the simplest thing that actually solves your problem. Your future self will thank you. So in the end, you don't actually have to choose just one design. In the real world, smart teams are mixing and matching. They can use a workflow for the boring stuff. They can also put an agent on top. So the ecosystem is exploding, and you have a lot of integration standards. You have the Anthropic's model context, MCP, also local agent to agent and IBMs. And you also have also the frameworks like LangChain that basically do the heavy lifting for you. The point is, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just pick your foundation, add what you need, use the standards that are already out there. The tools are getting better every day. So focus on solving your actual problem. That's my best advice. Thank you a lot for watching my presentation. I hope it was helpful, and I'll promise to put more content out there. And subscribe to ABCs of Gen AI. Bye!